championship and the playoffs on the line, they have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path.
Trying to get the edge. It's Jordan. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of...
Well, they better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
From the gun, it's Jordan. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep...
He's got the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Look out! He gets away. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the...
Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Trucks through the defender. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about...
Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The The snap sets up the throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the counter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He'll try to tack on one more.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
Defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Knight. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Running inside, it's Knight. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Turns it upfield, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking outside, it's Jordan. Enough to move the chains. He now has 53 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Maiava. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He's past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half, you're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, they could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The run inside. It's Knight. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Iamaleava. Going to try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Hits inside. It's Knight. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. takes the handoff. It's Jordan. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 10 team, the Utah Utes.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Iamaleava. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give, it's Knight. Sweet cut there. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this.
Play all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Has to have it on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes the heat. Left side is Anderson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Ellis. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Rashad Downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Right at the line. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Iamaleava. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make...
Makes the catch! He gets it in! Touchdown, Bruins! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out wide left, it's Mosley. Could not make his way to the corner.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throwing right. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Quick give. It's Knight. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long.
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
From the gun, it's Knight. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis.
Behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Left side, it's Knight. Touchdown, Bruin! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got him quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Caught by Williams on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately he picks up a few. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got...
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and the screen pass, a safe throw, will put this game on ice. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Running inside, it's Knight. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is.